Hello boys and families, this is our week 4 briefing for year 6. Boys, I trust that you're well and that your families are all healthy and well also. Can I just say that there seems to be some light at the end of the tunnel. We're very much looking forward to welcoming you boys back to school in the next few weeks. Of course, we got information from the Premier that grade 11 and 12 are coming back to school next week. And we're looking forward then on the 25th of May, which is week 6 on our timetable, welcoming you boys back into the classroom for some face-to-face learning. Yesterday, I sent home an email and also shared on the college app the Term 2 assessment planner. And on that document, you'll be able to see in each subject area all of the assessment tasks and activities for assessment in each of your subject areas, and also importantly the due dates, and important due dates around drafts being submitted, any conferencing opportunities that are required for your assessment, and then obviously your final submission dates. Can I just ask boys that you take some time to have a look at that document, perhaps sit down and have a look at it with a parent, and use that document then to put some key dates into your diary or onto your calendar so that you are doing some advanced planning and preparing for those particular assessment tasks that are designed to show your knowledge, understanding and skills in the various learning concepts across those subject areas. Gents, just a reminder, and this might have been missing in some of our information during the online learning this term. It seems that since I've put the assessment planner out yesterday, and you can see that there's an assessment task for religion and for science coming up in week 6 and then again in week 9, we do focused learning cycles. So the first 3 weeks of this term has been the opportunity for you to learn history. The next 3 weeks will be the opportunity for you to learn religion, and then the final 3 weeks is the opportunity for you to learn science. So some people were just a little bit confused and asking questions. Well, if the boys haven't learned anything yet in religion or science, how is it that they have an assessment task? A reminder that we do these in 3-week cycles. And it's really beneficial because it means at the end of the term, you haven't got assessment tasks across each of your subject areas, which tends just to lighten the workload and reduce any potential stresses as well. Can I just remind boys and families that all of those school events that are listed in your calendar or in your diary, they are currently under review. Obviously, during this time period with the restrictions, we've had to bump a lot of school events, and the college leadership team are currently looking at all calendar items in forward planning, and you will be notified of any changes for our calendar in due course. You know, things like parent-teacher interviews were listed for last week. Well, of course, they haven't gone ahead because of restrictions. All of this is under review and will be rescheduled at a later time, but please watch out for notices in that regard. Boys, I just want to talk about your engagement with your learning. Once again, we have been really, really impressed with the general engagement by boys across the board, but there are still some people that seem to be engaging with the learning through PowerPoint on Sloodle between the middle and end of the week, and perhaps you need to plan your time a little bit more wisely over the weekend so that you are mapping out what each day of the week looks like, and you are therefore lightening the load of work that actually needs to be done and spreading it across the 5 days. The other thing is punctuality. We've got a number of people when we are setting up Teams meetings, or we are making direct requests for meetings via Microsoft Teams with students who aren't ready or aren't participating in those meetings with much punctuality at all. So can we just ask that you are on time for our meetings and that you are generally on time with the engagement with each of the learning tasks that you need to do. With that light at the end of the tunnel in terms of schools being open, can I just ask, with the next couple of weeks that you have ahead of you, could you start now, boys, to dig out your school uniform to make sure that your school blazer and your school tie is neat, is ready to go, that if there's any state of disrepair, that you've got some time now to talk to mum and dad about getting those things fixed. And also the same around your school books and any stationery, any equipment that you brought home at the end of last term to do your online learning. Can you please make sure that that is all in a state of good repair or replaced, ready to come back to school so that you can engage with your learning face to face. Boys, at the end of this video, Miss Jordan would like to talk to you all about a click and collect service that our school library is offering, and also the Premier's Reading Challenge. I just wanted to talk to you and remind you again, boys, really important day coming up this Sunday on the weekend, of course, with Mother's Day. And I just really like to think, boys, that you are making a special effort to do something, to make a kind gesture, a loving gesture towards mum, to show just how important she is to you and how much you love her. And some of the ideas that we've shared with you in our various meetings throughout the week, boys, include maybe doing a short video reflection. You guys are video pros now. You might like to do your own reflection on the importance of your relationship with your mum. You might like to find a lovely poem that you could share with mum, or write a poem that you could share with mum about your relationship. You might like to share a story. You could also create your own Mother's Day card, or maybe even produce a small gift that you can share with mum. But please make sure, boys, in your own way, that you are really showing mum how important she is to you and just how much you love her. Boys, that's all from me. A reminder that Miss Jordan's going to talk very shortly about the Click and Collect service. I wish you all the very best for your week 4 learning and for the weekend ahead. Thank you.
Hello there, boys. I'm here to tell you about 2 very exciting initiatives that are happening for us here in primary from next week. The first one, boys, is that I am inviting and encouraging all primary boys to participate in what's called the Premier's Reading Challenge. It might be a reading challenge that you were perhaps involved with at your previous school. But every year, the Queensland Premier invites boys and girls from Prep to Year 9 to participate in this reading challenge as a way of really encouraging you to engage with and to read some new books. Boys, the way that I'm going to set it up is as part of a house competition. So if you participate in the challenge, you will be representing your house. And as such, the greatest number of boys who participate and complete the challenge for the specific house will be the winner of that competition. So it's not only a way for you to get involved for yourself to increase your reading, but also to participate as part of a house challenge. Also, boys, on Monday, so along with information about the Premier's Reading Challenge, I'm going to also be sending you details about an initiative that we are introducing from next week so that you can physically borrow books from our library. And I've set up what I like to call a click and collect service, but it's a system where you can online order some library books that you would like to borrow. That order goes through to the library, and then you can physically come into the library to collect those books to take home with you. So more details about that will come out on Monday. I'll contact your families as well as yourselves with further information about this. Okay, thanks, boys.